Hi, this is Carol with Confino Yoga. And here's a nighttime practice that should take probably 10 minutes. It'll probably take a little longer in the video because I'm explaining some things, but I kind of recorded this separately so you can turn this on and use this as a nighttime practice if you want. If you have another practice that you enjoy, feel free to do that. But this is just a real simple way to bring your mind and body down at the end of the day. Now, some of these positions are done kneeling and seated on the floor. If that's not really workable for you, you can do them standing or seated, especially the last couple you can do seated at the side of the bed. So I'll mention that as I go through, but they're just to, if you've looked at the sheet, you might say, oh, I can't do that, but you can do this standing. So we're going to start with just grounding, and you'd be surprised how much just standing still and quietly can make a difference. You can have your eyes opened or closed, and if you choose to open your eyes, try not to keep your eyes wide open because it's very stimulating. Let your eyes and almost closed, so it's kind of like that fuzzy gaze. So it gets your eyes not taking as much input, and it brings you into your body a little more. So start feeling the feet on the floor. Take a little stretch out if you want. Get your shoulders comfortable, bring your arms down. And we're going to take about 12 breaths here. Now these numbers or counts aren't that important, but just kind of an idea, kind of a gauge. It's about a minute. So don't feel the need to count when you do this on your own. And we're going to bring in the idea of inhaling peace and exhaling anything you're holding on to from the day. You can choose any set of words you'd like. So maybe one day you're worried and it'll be exhaling worry and inhaling peace. Or maybe it's letting go of anger. But each inhale, you're bringing in peace or calm, and exhaling anything you're holding on to that you don't want to anymore, or you don't need to anymore. So take next one more exhale. And now we're going to do a little movement. So just that starts to bring your mind, your body is still, so you're not rushing into bed, crawling in there and then trying to calm down. Your body is calmed down before you even get into bed. And now we're going to do a movement. If you're familiar with yoga, it's like a warrior two, but it doesn't have to be as formal as a warrior two. You're not stepping way back trying to get deep. So you're going to have one foot forward and the other foot back, and only back about maybe 12 inches or so. It doesn't have to be real deep. You're going to bring your hands next to your ribs with the palms face up, elbows bent back. And we're going to round the back as we bend the front knee and press the arms forward. So you're going to inhale peace and exhale, press away anything from the day you're holding on to. Come back up, straightening your leg. So you come forward and come up. About 4 of those. And then you'll switch other foot forward. Doesn't matter which one goes forward first. Ground your feet. And turn the palms forward. Exhale anything you don't need. Inhale calm or peace. So you're moving your spine forward and back. You can curl your head under if you want. A little bit of an arch on the way up. It's not big. We're not stretching to start the day. We're just moving the spine to release it before we get into bed. And then let the arms come down. Now here, you're going to have your feet comfortably apart. Heels can be in, toes out, or feet parallel, whatever works. bend your knees, and you can be up here, hands on the knees, just a little bit of a bend in the hip, and move your shoulders from side to side. If that's easy, you can fold a little deeper. Hands can be down further or toward the feet, and shift to the right and to the left. You're going to do this for about 4 counts, 4 times to each side. Inhaling peace and exhaling worry. And then bring yourself up. You can have another stretch here or not. And then come down on your knees, or if coming down on your knees doesn't work for you, stay standing. You're going to bring your arms to a T, and now we're going to twist the spine. Again, it's not a morning twist. It's not a twist where you're trying to awaken the spine. You're trying to let it relax. So you bring the right shoulder back gently, left shoulder back. Center to one side, to the other. 3 or 4 rounds of this. Exhaling what you don't need, inhaling to center. And then come back to center. Let the arms come down. And now we're going to move the spine from side to side. So you come down, seated. Now you can be seated on the side of your bed. If coming to the floor is going to just disrupt you too much, just come sit on the side of the bed, or you can do it standing. One arm down, other arm out. Exhale to one side. Inhale to center, exhale to the other. Not trying to get deep, just trying to move the spine. Inhale through center, exhale. Bringing in calm, exhaling anything you're holding on to. We do this for about 12 breaths, which is about 6 times to each side. So we're going to do one more to each side. We tend to keep the sides still all day, so it's nice to give this a little bit longer. And then bring your arms down. And all that brings you into your body. So this is grounding. It's a grounding practice. It's not one where you're getting deep and trying to get lengthen your spine as much as you can and really work your muscles. This is just letting them kind of ease in, bring your mind into your body, release everything from outside. And next we're going to do a stress buster, which can be done on its own. So you can use this during the day just on its own practice, but it's nice right before you go to bed. So one hand position, so you can choose which one. One hand on the forehead and the other hand behind your head. I personally like it down at the base of the skull, but you can have it higher. And you just press there gently as you take your breaths. The other hand position is to bring your index finger and your middle finger to your forehead and the thumb to the temples. So see which one feels more calming to you. And this is called a stress buster. And we're going to take about 8 breaths here. So inhaling peace and exhaling anything you're holding on to. Two more breaths. And then let your hands come down. And from here, you're going to lay down on the floor or in your bed. So if you've been sitting on the side of the bed, lay down. But before you get all comfy for sleep, if you're going into bed, We're going to just lay down as flat as you can, so just a little bit under your head if you're laying in bed, and maybe put something under your knees and lay back down on the floor. And if it's still working for you to inhale peace and calm and exhale what you're holding on to, go ahead and do that. And what I like about laying on the floor is it really gets your shoulders open. Usually when you get into bed, you get your, you curl up or however you rest. But this really grounds the back of the body. Just feel your body being supported by the floor or your bed. So if you're laying in the bed, still kind of laying flat on your back. Completely release. And what you're going to do is stay in this position until you feel like you're ready to go to sleep. And at a point, you'll feel like you're ready to get up and go to sleep. If you're already in bed, when you're ready to go to sleep, just take the pillow out from under your knees and get into any position you'd be comfortable in. If you're laying down, you get up and crawl into bed with the mind and body still. So continue to rest like this for as long as it feels good to you. Whenever you're called, you can bring yourself into your bed and have a good night's rest.